Alright, what's going on, guys? So today I'm going to be talking about the Traditions Buckhunter Pro inline pistol. Usually has a scope on it, but I took those off. And what this is it basically, it's an inline pistol. It's a muzzleloader. Use it for deer hunting. So here we have the ramrod. And take the barrel break off right here. And it's a really simple gun. I went ahead and shot it. I'll put that in the video later, but it doesn't have a lot of recoil. It's really nice to shoot. So what I'm going to go over is, first of all, the quality of the gun. I think the quality of the gun is pretty high. It's heavy. Doesn't have a lot of recoil, like I said. The trigger is okay. I do like how it has half cock on it, and then you have full cock. And then here you have the safety, which you really don't need since you have the half cock, but it's nice to have still. The trigger on it's just not my favorite. It's really heavy, it's snappy, but that's kind of what you get for these guns. These are made in Spain, and they're always nice guns. It has a 1:20 twist ratio, and it's 45 caliber, and obviously it uses black powder. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to load this here in 1 second. So what we're going to start with is just normal GOX black powder. This is what everybody's grandpa has. And yeah. So once you get your powder here, you're going to want to get your spoon, your cup to pour it into the pistol, and your measuring scale. So now we got our powder here. Go ahead and open up the top like this. And then you're going to want to turn on your scale, like that. And then for this pistol, you want to have 70 grains of black powder. So it's about 3 scoops. Having a little over is all right. Put the rest back in the container there, and bam. So all you gotta do is go ahead and transfer the powder to your little pan here like this. You don't have to spill all over your desk. Go ahead and wipe the rest off with your finger, get it kind of in a line. That way it can just pour right onto your scale. There we go. And that's why I always put a little over. That way if it's left over on the scale, you just blow it off onto your desk. And then from there, we go to the next step. Okay, so next step is you take your pistol. I usually take the muzzle brake off. That way it doesn't get clogged up in there, and it basically will fall out because all this is just a bunch of holes. Take your powder and you carefully pour it down the bore. Just like this. And you will spill some. That's alright. The more you do it, the better you get. Okay. There we go. The powder is in the gun. And I usually just like to shake it around a little bit, make sure it's down on the bottom. So the next part is you want to get your patches here. If you're not shooting a pellet, which I rarely shoot, needs to be your ball starter. This is your patch lube. And here is your ball. This is what actually comes out of the pistol. These are rather slow projectiles. They're really only great for hunting light-skinned animal or just screwing around with the range. So once you get your patch out of your bag, you take some of this patch lube and you just kind of put it on your patch like this. You gotta get some on your hands, but that's all right. take your ball and you kind of smear this around like this. You kind of fold the patch in half. Then I like to put the patch in just a little bit. Use the ball starter like this. Kind of get the patch in there. Like that. It might pull it out sometimes, so you kind of got to grip the patch a little bit. And you put your ball in. And this is when the hard part comes in. You got to actually get the freaking ball down the barrel. Once you get it started, it's relatively easy. But getting it actually in there is the difficult part. See, I'm kind of struggling a little bit. Not the strongest folk out there. There we go. And it's kind of started there. Gotta put a little more pressure into it. There we go. Carefully kind of remove that. I didn't really carefully do it, but sometimes if you do it too fast or too hard, you might yank the ball out. Then you're gonna take your ramrod here. Well, it doesn't matter which end you use. And you just gotta put the ball down the barrel. I like to give it a couple taps. And kind of show you what I'm doing here. It's a lot better to have a wooden rod or a steel rod. This is a plastic rod. I really don't want to break it. It's buttered again. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm going to grab an actual ramrod. Okay, I'm back. I got a full length ramrod for one of my other muzzle loaders. So we're going to go ahead and try this again. Ball is not wanting to go down the barrel. Okay, with a couple of knocks like this, it's already past that stage. Some of these muzzle loaders can be really easy to load. Some of them can give you a little more trouble than others. Just really depends on the gun and also what quality ball you're using. I'm using one of the black powder. Right here's the box. 45 caliber, of course. This is not a good way to do it. Kind of like this. Make sure it's all the way down. Go. Just double check with this. That's all the way down the barrel. Alright, I've probable cause to believe that is all the way down the barrel. So I do to put your ramrod back in. Let's just do this. Maybe it wants to cooperate. This gun is very old. It's not cleaned very well. Well, I guess that's not going down the barrel. And then sometimes with the muzzle brake, you gotta put a little bit of lube on it. I'm not gonna do that because I already have some patch lube on the threads because I got some off. And basically you're ready to shoot then. All you have to do is place your percussion cap right here. I use Remington black powder percussion caps like this. And then the video I'm gonna show you what we're shooting, I'm gonna install with the percussion cap and it's gonna be ready to fire and you can see it. So that's up next. So it turns out I was just having a skill issue. The reason why this wasn't going down in, I just wasn't doing it right, guys. It's pretty easy. So there you go. That's all you have to do is just pull this out like this and install it back in like this, and you're ready to go. When you're out in the field and stuff with these, you kind of can't really miss. As you see, it takes someone who's really good at it about 15 seconds, 20 seconds to reload. It took me a couple minutes, obviously, because I'm not a big muzzleloader shooter. But these guns are really fun to shoot, and they're fun range toys. And they're also fun to hunt with because you get extra days in the season to hunt with. It's more challenging. It's more sportsmanlike, in my opinion, to shoot a deer with a muzzleloader, especially a flintlock. But with a pistol, that's pretty impressive. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching.